Tippy time my damies, Top Cat here and welcome back to the channel. Everybody, regardless if you're a PvE main or you live inside the Crucible, are gonna want to get inside the Ghost of the Deep dungeon to farm out this new No Survivors SMG. It's honestly got so many great perks with many great combos that will facilitate multiple styles of play. I'm going to be taking a look at the traits as though they were enhanced. Our first perk is Demolitionist, where weapon kills grant us 11% grenade ability energy, and we can use this when upon throwing a grenade it'll reload the SMG. We have that rangefinder, where aiming down sights grants us 10% increased effective zoom. The effective zoom increase pushes out our aim assist fall off by 10%. And reduces absolute recoil by 10%. We've got attrition orbs, so upon landing multiple hits, it's going to make us an orb of power. I really love surplus on this. This grants us stat bonuses depending on the amount of charged abilities we have. With only one ability, this is 5 stability, 5 handling, 10 reload. 2 abilities, we go to 15 stability, 25 handling, and 25 reload. And when we've got all 3 abilities, we've got 25 stability, 60 handling, and 60 reload speed. Heal clip is going to be pretty damn hot on this thing. We get a kill, we reload, this grants us cure times 2 and any surrounding allies cure times 1. In the last trait in this column we have rewind rounds, where by landing multiple hits it refunds us bullets back into the magazine. This roughly balances out to about 70% of our original mag getting added to it. Incandescent is definitely going to be one of the top picks for this SMG. Now that we can enhance it on this model, I've gone and deleted my Mini-Mida. When we get weapon kills, this is going to trigger a solar explosion that applies 30 scorch stacks. If we had Ember of Ashes, this jumps to 45, and it splashes around 4 meters. But when killing elites or higher tier combatants and players, this increases that radius to 8 meters and applies an additional 15 scorch stacks, meaning it can max out at 60 stacks. It's got Adrenaline Junkie on it. I'm not personally the biggest fan of this trait, mainly as the kill timer really isn't that long at 5 seconds. We can get a grenade kill to jump straight up to that 33% damage increase, but with our weapon kills it starts at 6.7, then 13, 20, 26, and then finally that 33. It does though give us a bonus 20 handling though when the perk is active. I definitely think Target Lock is the damage perk you want here. This ramps up with successive hits, granting us a damage buff. In PvE, this starts at an 18% damage buff and ramps all the way up to 45%. And in the Crucible, this starts at a 12% and ramps up to a 30%. Assuming you've missed no shots, this is roughly around a 28% bonus in PvE and a 19% bonus in the Crucible. It does come with sword logic. This perk works both great in the Crucible and PvE. I still favour Target Lock though. It is one of 3 weapons though that has Master of Arms, which is also worth considering. It grants us a similar damage buff of 15% for 8 seconds, and then with another kill it's able to go to 25% for a further 5 seconds. When that 5-second timer runs out, it goes back to that Master of Arms times 1 for that 15%, so you can roll with it. We've got one of the best consistency perks in Zen Moment. This grants us flinch resistance, reduces the visual weapon shake by 15%, and reduces reticle bounce by 15%. And when enhanced, this also passively grants us 5 stability. And we've got multiple great combos here we can obviously decide from. Incandescent was definitely the first one to take a look at, as this is going to replace my Mini-Mida like I said. We can go one of 2 ways. Demolitionist in the left to give us more grenade. You can have a nice solar build, whether that's with like Ashen Wakes, a good trip mine build, or a good solar 3.0 warlock. But heal clip will also really synergize. I do have both of these and I found I enjoyed the demo incandescent better, as when you're rocking solar 3.0 you can kind of already get the healing going, whether it's via sunspots or fire sprites. There's always some way to give yourself restoration. The first PvE combo I really wanted to get was that of rewind rounds and target lock. It'll be really tasty on that solar titan with peacekeepers, as we can ramp up that target lock, and rewind rounds will keep us at that damage stack for longer, so we can get more out of that double damage exotic boots. In the Crucible I tried a couple of different combos out. I tried a consistency roll of surplus on the left with Zen Moment on the right. This did give me consistent 1v1s, but there are already so many other great SMGs out there. When I was facing them, I would always just lose by a smidgen unless I got the drop on them. I did have a couple of good games with Heel Clip, Master of Arms, some good chain killing was going on, but for me the role I would definitely hunt for was that of range finder on the left with target lock in the right. This is essentially that immortal god role, but now we can run it in the energy slot. I had tons of fun games running my Peacekeepers, I ran double SMGs, put that lightweight multi-mac in that top slot, and had tons of fun with the bum rush. When it comes to your stats, I would look at corkscrew rifling first, as this gives us 5 range, 5 stability, and 5 handling. Ricochet rounds gives us both range and stability. I would try and get a range masterwork, definitely if you're inside the Crucible, as we got to compete with all the other contenders. For our mods, I really like the anti-flinch mod that is available to us when we enhance it. This gives us 15% flinch resistance. If you're inside the Crucible though, I do like the synergy mod. This can create us those fire sprites. These give us roughly 33% grenade ability energy, which will really help my demolitionist and incandescent role. As this is a primary weapon, the gravity well origin trait's really not going to help us out at all. So stick with the OG restoration ritual, whereby reviving allies or defeating combatants with finishes reloads our weapon and readies an emergency autofill refill the next time this weapon runs out of ammo. This also works really well if you're using that rewind target lock inside the Vanguard in conjunction with those Peacekeeper boots, as it will afford us more of that sweet target lock damage. Make sure to holler at me in the comments down below. What combinations are you hunting for? Tons of great options. Here's hoping next season we've got some solar toys in the artifact. Make sure to thumb it if you dug it, sub if you're new, and as always, tippy tie my damies, what a tie.